guys, thanks for doing this, and thanks to ooVoo for letting us do this. So let me just kind of introduce you guys to each other. Ethan Levine from the Kentucky Colonel, University of Kentucky. Lance Rinker, who only wants to be known as Lance, from the Butler Eagle at Butler University. Mark Turner from the Commonwealth Times at VCU. And Matt McDonough from the Daily Campus at UConn, the University of Connecticut, up in Stores. Mark, let me ask you, okay, VCU, another team, how do you explain the fact that they sucked in February and all of a sudden they're great in March?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie, we did have a bad season ending, losing, big losing streaks to teams like ODU, George Mason, and JMU, and then we turned it up in a tournament.
Georgia State? You lost to Georgia State.
Yeah, that was a bad one, especially at home at Georgia State. And
hey, Lance, don't you start, okay? You lost to Evansville and you lost to Youngstown State. I don't want to hear anything from you.
I know. The Penguins got us, sorry.
All right, Lance, now I guess my thing is you're playing VCU, and the two things that Butler, I think, struggles most against, one, a press, and two, a good zone.
It is an opposite kind of tempo. Butler's more comfortable in the half-court setting, but they can get up and run. And you mentioned the good zone. They've got tremendous three-point shooters, Zach Hahn, Chase Segal, some guys that you don't hear a lot about that can stretch the floor as well. So it is something that I'm sure Coach Stevens and the staff are addressing, but it won't be a huge cause for concern come Saturday.
All right, Ethan, I watched that tape of the Maui thing, and here was my takeaway. I think UConn's quickness really, really bothered Kentucky. Tell me about the backcourt outside of Brandon Knight, because what gives me pause in picking Kentucky is the thought that Brandon Knight can handle that pressure all alone, especially with Shabazz Napier, who's just incredible defensively with his speed and quickness.
Oh, I mean, you bring up a great point, obviously, especially in this tournament. Brandon Knight's really been the X factor, the playmaker for us. But I think if you look up and down our roster in the backcourt, Jerron Lamb has one of the sweetest strokes, rather, from the outside that I've seen in a long time. Darius Miller's got a sweet stroke from the outside. A lot of people have been throwing double teams Terrence Jones this way the second half of the season down low, and Lamb and Miller have really had opportunities to sit outside and just wait for kickouts for threes. So Brandon Knight's the playmaker. The offense runs through him, no doubt, but there's certainly a lot of guys in our backcourt that can make shots, a lot of guys that can play defense, play basketball both ways.
All right, Matt, UConn is my favorite, and here's why. It's not because I'm a tax-paying citizen of the state of Connecticut. It's not because I have hatred for VCU, Butler, or Kentucky. I think they're the most likely team to win this thing. And so, Matt, we bow, we give the floor to you. You get to rant about what a national championship would mean to the good folks in Stores.
Well, I didn't expect to have this time, but hopefully in the streets of Houston Monday night, they'll be celebrating UConn, UConn. And I hope to see all of you guys in Houston, and I'll see you in H-Town.
Hey, guys, on behalf of ooVoo, I really appreciate you guys doing this. And listen, enjoy your time in Houston, man. I don't know how many of you guys have been to a Final Four before, but it's going to be just an outstanding experience.
Hold on. CATS, Cats, we're going to win it this year. It's over. Sorry. The Bulldogs done.